Have you ever heard of an ancient civilization as powerful and influential as Egypt, yet remains largely forgotten in the annals of history? Tucked away in the pages of our past, there lies a hidden gem of history. This is the story of the Kingdom of Kush, a civilization that rivaled the grandeur of ancient Egypt, yet it has been shrouded in obscurity for centuries. Nestled in what is now modern-day Sudan, the Kingdom of Kush was a beacon of culture, power, and sophistication. This mysterious kingdom flourished from around 800 BCE to 300 CE, a time span that saw the rise and fall of empires, the birth of great philosophers, and the evolution of humanity's understanding of the world. In this vast canvas of time, the Kushites left an indelible mark, and yet their story is rarely told. In the grand tapestry of world history, the Kingdom of Kush is a vibrant thread, often overlooked but undeniably significant. Its influence extended far beyond its geographical boundaries, shaping the cultural and political landscapes of its time. The Kushites were known for their advanced architecture, their wealth of gold, and their powerful Black Pharaohs. Yet despite these notable achievements, the Kingdom of Kush remains an obscurity in mainstream historical knowledge. It's a kingdom that has been overshadowed by its northern neighbor, Egypt, yet its influence was no less significant. Why then, you may ask, has history been so silent about this remarkable kingdom? The reasons are manifold, and they weave a complex tapestry of historical bias, archaeological challenges, and a general lack of awareness. But as we delve deeper into the annals of history, we begin to see the glimmers of a civilization that was as vibrant as it was influential. A civilization that has much to teach us about the richness and diversity of our shared human past. So, come along on this journey. Let's traverse the sands of time and bring to light the hidden chapters of this forgotten kingdom. Welcome to the journey through time, as we unravel the lost secrets of the Kingdom of Kush. In the shadows of the Egyptian pyramids, another kingdom was on the rise. This was no ordinary kingdom. It was the Kingdom of Kush, a civilization that would grow to become one of the most powerful in the world, rivaling even its neighbor to the north, ancient Egypt. The early stages of the Kingdom of Kush are shrouded in mystery, but what we do know is that it began to emerge around the same time as ancient Egypt. It was located in what is now Sudan, south of Egypt, along the fertile banks of the Nile River, and it was here that the Kushites began to build their world. The relationship between Kush and Egypt was complex and multifaceted, marked by periods of alliance, trade, and warfare. The two civilizations influenced each other in profound ways, shaping each other's art, culture, and religion. The Kingdom of Kush was characterized by its initial growth and expansion, driven by its strategic position along the Nile and its abundant natural resources. This period of growth saw the Kushites develop a sophisticated society, complete with its own unique writing system, architectural styles, and social structure. But the Kushites were not content to simply emulate their northern neighbors. They were determined to carve out their own identity, to make their own mark on history. And so they did, becoming an empire that would rule for over 1,000 years, leaving behind an indelible legacy. The Kushites were not just bystanders in history, they were making their mark. From humble beginnings, the Kushites ascended to unparalleled heights. Their rise to power was not a mere accident of history, but a testament to their resilience, ingenuity, and sheer determination. The Kingdom of Kush, at its zenith, was a beacon of wealth, power, and influence that illuminated the entire African continent. It was the heart of a thriving trade network, pulsating with the vibrant exchange of gold, ivory, and exotic spices. Its wealth was not just material, but cultural and intellectual. The Kushites were known for their sophisticated system of writing, their advanced knowledge of astronomy, and their exquisite art and sculpture. Yet the true testament to Kush's power lay in its pharaohs. These were not mere mortal men, but divine beings who commanded the awe and respect of their subjects. The Kushite pharaohs, with their regal bearing and imposing stature, were the embodiment of the divine on earth. They were gods in the eyes of their people, and their rule was absolute. The architectural accomplishments of the kingdom were equally impressive. The Kushites were master builders, their cities adorned with grand palaces and towering pyramids that rivaled those of their Egyptian neighbors. These structures were not just monuments of power, but symbols of the kingdom's enduring legacy. The military prowess of the Kushites was also noteworthy. Their armies, disciplined and well-equipped, were a formidable force. They conquered vast territories, extending the reach of the kingdom far beyond its borders. The apex of power for the kingdom of Kush was not just about material wealth or military might. It was about the flourishing of a culture, the elevation of a people, and the manifestation of a divine order on earth. It was about the ability to create, to innovate, and to inspire. The Kushites, at the height of their power, were not just rulers or conquerors. They were builders, scholars, artists, and dreamers. They were the guardians of a rich and vibrant civilization that left an indelible mark on the annals of history. The Kushite pharaohs were not just rulers, they were gods in the eyes of their people. Their reign marked an era of prosperity, progress, and unparalleled power, an era that truly deserves to be remembered and celebrated. All empires rise and all empires fall. The kingdom of Kush was no exception. As the 4th century AD dawned, the mighty Kushite kingdom began to show signs of decline. Political instability and economic strife had begun to seep into the fabric of the kingdom, slowly but surely eroding the strength that had once made Kush a force to be reckoned with. The once flourishing trade routes were now marred by conflict and competition, diminishing Kush's economic clout. The wheels of fortune were turning, and they were turning against the kingdom of Kush. The rise of the Aksumite kingdom to the east further compounded Kush's problems. The Aksumites were ambitious, powerful, and they coveted the wealth and influence of Kush. In a series of conflicts that stretched across decades, the Aksumites chipped away at the Kushite kingdom, until finally, in the 4th century AD, they dealt the final blow. The kingdom of Kush, once a beacon of power and prosperity, was no more. Yet the fall of the kingdom of Kush is only half the story. The other half is its forgotten legacy. For centuries, the kingdom of Kush was lost in the annals of history, its achievements overshadowed by its more famous neighbors. Its pyramids, larger and more numerous than those of Egypt, lay forgotten in the sands of Sudan. Its incredible artistry, its advances in trade and agriculture, its rich cultural heritage, all faded into obscurity. But why? Why was such a significant kingdom, one that had once rivaled the greatest empires of its time, so thoroughly forgotten? The reasons are complex and manifold. Perhaps it was the lack of written records, or maybe it was the bias of historians who favored the narratives of Egypt and Rome. Or perhaps it was simply the sands of time, which have a way of burying the past. The kingdom of Kush may have fallen, but its echoes can still be heard if we listen closely enough. Its legacy is not lost, but merely waiting to be rediscovered, waiting for us to brush off the sands of time and bring its stories back into the light. History is not just about the past, it's about what we choose to remember and learn from it. In the vast tapestry of human achievement, the kingdom of Kush stands as an eloquent testament to the resilience and innovations of the human spirit. Yet, like an unfinished symphony, the story of this remarkable civilization remains largely untold, shrouded in the mists of time. The kingdom of Kush, once a vibrant hub of commerce, culture and power, a beacon of human potential, has been largely forgotten. Yet it is through the dust of the centuries that we begin to see the true value of this ancient civilization. It offers us a unique window into our shared human past, a mirror reflecting the triumphs and tragedies, the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. Today, as archaeologists delve deeper into the sands of Sudan, uncovering the hidden treasures of the kingdom of Kush, we are reminded of the importance of remembering, of learning from our past. Each artifact, each remnant of this forgotten civilization is a piece of the puzzle, a stepping stone on the path to understanding our collective human journey. In this journey of discovery and understanding, we are not merely observers, but active participants. The past is not a foreign country, but a familiar landscape, a shared heritage that shapes our present and guides our future. The kingdom of Kush, a testament to the resilience and innovation of the human spirit, awaits further exploration.